Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of the War Report here on Eagle Range. This was battle number 5, Saturday, January 13th, 2024, for much of the Pacific Northwest. No, we were pretty much all snowed in today. You know, it's going to have a cold storm coming across to you guys, so be ready for it. It's coming. I'm your host, Foglada of the Goshgate Tribe, and it's been a very, very eventful week in the world of Conqueror's Blade. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of things shifting places. Now, I do want to put this little disclaimer out there about this here war report. All of the data that we collect is done in several different kind of jobs. So, like, we do the house levels in the mornings on the day of the war reports, and then we do the fief levels after the territory war and all that stuff after. So, if your house level does not match exactly where it is right now, please, you can do me a huge favor. Write to My Games and Booming and ask them to create an API. You know, just say that, and hopefully someday I'll actually get one, because right now we have to log everything by hand, like literally pick like fief by fief, house by house. There isn't even a sort feature anymore on the house window, so it is a tedious task for us to do this. So hats off to Ismina, who helps me every week put these together. Her and I tackle these things together. I couldn't do it alone anymore, so without her help I would not be able to produce this. So hats off to Ismina. Thank you so much for helping out. First up, we're going to jump into some key terms. Prestige is the value of the land that we own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across all this season. So 20 battles, you get all 20 battles totaled together. Renown is a change in your property value. Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Now you might be wondering, what's coming up, Fog? What does the rest of this little run look like? So we got 2 more weeks of this phase 3, all this chaos. You have access to everything. We have max house rank of 7. We started seeing some 7s tonight. You're going to see some 8s on battle number 8 on January 23rd, 2024. That only happens if somebody has maxed their house EXP every single day of the entire season. Rank 8 is a very tricky one. There is no day of leeway, so it's not like you can say, oh, well, we missed a day. No, if you didn't hit literally max EXP every single day of the season, you will not hit 8 on that day. It is rather rude. So we have a total of 156 fiefs available at that point. So we'll definitely see some by battle number 9 on January 27th. So you'll see those house rank 8s there, and then the far western part of Maoyang will be able to be taken over. That's about the only thing that's relying on it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the war summary real quick. You'll notice we have 49 active houses fighting for territory. There is a total of 17 alliances, 160 fiefs, Prestige is 67,675. Over in Maoyang, they have 13,600 of the pie with 39 total fiefs. You have Deuce Volt with 56% and the cohorts with 33. Over in the Borderlands, you have 39,325 total prestige with 78 fiefs in contention. We have the cohorts with 26% of the world, Hibernia with 16, Vastator 15, Maelstrom with 8, and Revenant with 4. In Osteria, they have 14,750 total prestige, total of 43 fiefs. Deliverance is owning the biggest chunk of pie with 35%, cohorts with 26%, the Three Kingdoms with 13%, Inglorious was 13, and Pendragon with 8. Now next up, we're going to take a look at Osteria real quick. This is the far western zone. Here's where we began. Taking a look at where we ended. Yep. Quite a few changes over here. Continental gained 2, Monarch gained 1, Shockers gained 3, Gaia gained 2, I-Team with 2, I-Kingdom with 3, Atlas turned to the board with 2, and Mortality with 4. Looking at the houses of Osteria, 26% is still cohorts. The 21% with 3,150 prestige is Continental. Gaia with 1,950, Shockers 1,950, I-Kingdom 1,050. Monarch 750, I-Team 600, Mortality 600, Barbarians 450, Atlas 300, and Homegrown with 150. You might be wondering who's going for that capital. Well, right now, Deliverance has it in the bag. Like, nobody else is in contest with them right now. 5,100, they have it by 2,000. They have a long way to go before they're kicked out of the running on that one. So, right now, it's looking like Deliverance versus the cohorts for Argolia. Looking at the Rising Kingdoms, we did see Three Kingdoms raise Ostel to level 3, so they might be making a push. They'll have to do a lot of homework and fief questing to get into the court for that castle, so we'll see. Looking at Crumbling Empires, Steinklepp dropped to 4, Westburg dropped to 3. Taking a look at the regional prosperity, it's 91% free houses versus 9% Legion, 2,750 above where it began. You have average fort level of 2, average town level of 3, average village level of 1. I-Kingdom is the leader on the renown board with 150. Top fortified stronghold would be Das Bulwark and Steinklepp, both rank 4. Top growing village is Bergdorf at rank 4. If you're looking to craft some unit kits, guess what? Sorry, you're out of luck. There is no unit kits for you to craft over there. Siege crafting, you can craft Blue Siege over at Freetown with the well-made Scorpio, High Hillside, well-made Mortar, and Hunting Lodges with well-made Culverins. Next up, we're going to take a look at Maoyang. This is the far east zone. This is where we began. That's where we ended. Looking at the battles, we had Midway Kings grab 6, Cohorts gained 1, and Dauntless gained 1. Looking at the houses of Maoyang, you have Maoyang with 40%, Vanguard with 3,850 prestige, it's 25%, Dauntless with 3,750 with 25%, and then Midway Kings with 1,500 with 10%. Now looking for the race for Maoyang, where you pretty much have Deuce Volt versus the Maoyang Legion. Maoyang Legion tonight, I counted 60 different cohorts in battles tonight. Like, that was pretty impressive to see that many cohorts on the field. Last season, they were all over in Osteria. This season, they seem to be rocking Maoyang. Taking a look at the Rising Kingdoms of Maoyang, you have Tori, that grew to 4, Kashgar to 3, Hexi to 3, and Benbow to 2. Looking at the Crumbling Empire, still nothing has gone down. This is a good sign. Things are getting built. Nothing's getting ruined. You have 63% free houses versus 37% Legion. Prosperity growth of 2,350. Average fort level of 4. Average town level of 2. Average village level of 1. Whoops. Alright, and then the top renown builders, Dauntless with 1,050. Vanguard with 1,000. Black Templars with 300. Top fortified stronghold is Nanlao, Zaifu, Mumbai, and Tari, all ranked 4. If you're looking for growing villages, Benbow and Tuhum are the only 2 level 2s in the whole region. Looking at unit kits, no unit kit crafting here yet. Nothing's rank 6 or above. Looking at Maoyang crafting, you have Desert Edge with the well-made Watch It Arrow Launchers, well-made mortar. Keith's Commune with the well-made cannon, well-made mortar. And Nightingale Town with well-made ballista and well-made mortar. Alright, so next up we're going to take a look at the Borderlands, cruising up north first. That's where we began. That's where we ended. Looking at the changes, we saw Immortal QC with 2, Thoys with 1, Black Templars with 3, Noble with 1, The Fallen with 1, Lionheart with 1, Compensation with 3, Birds of Prey with 1, Khan with 2, Soda with 1, Varric Knights with 3, Savages with 2, Sea Serpents with 1, Partisans with 1, Death Guard with 1, and Lawless with 1. Looking at the south end, this is where you began. That's where we ended. There's some massive wars going on down there. Homegrown came into the region, gained 5, Lawless with 4, Chosen Ones with 4, Notoriety Club with 2, I Kingdom with 1, and Partisans with 1. Looking at the houses of the Borderlands, the Legion still owns 26% of the world. Compensation with 3,510, Goshkia with 2,795, Immortal QC 2,535, Homegrown 1,755, Goshkia Dub 1,755, Black Templars 1,755, Lawless 1,755, Odin 1,690, Vigilantes 1,170, Chosen Ones with 1,170, Varric Knights 1,170, Noble with 975, Undying Wolves 975, Partisans with 975, Here's 780, Stack 3 780, Thoys with 585, Savages with 390, The Fallen with 390, Notoriety Club 390, Khan 390, Death Guard 390, Birds of Prey 390, Lionheart 195, I Kingdom 195, Sea Serpents 195, and Soda 195. Looking at the race for the capital city, you have Deuce Volt with 7,600 prestige. They can knock on the door right this second. Next up is Hibernia with 6,240. They could if they wanted to, but I don't think they would because they wouldn't really stand much of a chance. Vacitor, on the other hand, 6,045, could take a shot on it. They still have a free slot in their alliance, and if they got the right house, they could potentially be a threat. Deliverance with 5,100. They can also pop up there and probably take a shot. I mean, they're only 1,000 away. It'd be really easy to get that. All right, let's take a look at those Rising Kingdoms. Akator went up to 4. Bixie went up to 4. Looking at the Crumbling Empires of the Borderlands, Yazi with 780. Shojin 585. Acheron 390. Rular 195. All of those dropped just a level, I think. So it wasn't too bad. All right. Looking at the prosperity in the Borderlands, we're currently at a 10,920 prosperity growth. That is a healthy rating. 92% free houses versus 8% Legion. Average fort is 3. Average town is 3. Average village is 1. Compensation is leading the pack with 650. Mortality in second with 585. Goshkia with 585. Midway Kings 585. And Shockers with 390. Top fortified strongholds, we have Bridia at rank 6. Top growing villages is Varula, Erluf, and Hafren at rank 2. I will tell you that if all goes well, we should have some Purple Siege weapons able for you guys to craft up here next week. We are very close to 7. I think we should be ready to push 7, but it's going to just take a little more to get it up over the minimum so it doesn't just downgrade back to 6. Alright, so here we go. Right now, unit kit crafting, you got the Chevalier, Zyhander, Huskarl, and Percival Royal Guard kits, all at Bridia. As Sobek, you have AZAP kits, Halberd Sergeant kits, and Wellwind, you have Kriegsbrüder and Percival Royal Guard kits. You're looking for siege weapons right now. Bridia has well-made grape shots, well-made culverins. Kings Valley with well-made grape shot cannons. No Man's Hand, well-made ballista, well-made mortar. Old Prospect, well-made grape shot cannon, well-made Watch It Arrow Launcher. Shaman's Hill with well-made grape shot cannon, well-made ballista. Sobek with well-made cannon, and Wellwind with well-made cannon. And that brings us round to tonight's raffle. Alright, there you go. Let's see it. CBs, I know a lot of you guys got your CBs in there quick. Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Bunch of people getting in there. Keep typing those CBs if you'd like to enter today's raffle. We're at 21 contestants. Yep. if you're working on that battle pass, this is a great way to do it. You grab those 20x Hero EXP cards, you pop one of them, and then jump on into the bandit raids. Boom, 2 levels almost instantly. So easy. All right, good enough. Let's go and roll it. What? Congratulations to LK again. Wow. LK, you either like drank the lucky tea or something. I call hacks. Seriously, man. What the hell? I don't know. All right. Well, fair is fair. LK, you got some good dice rolls, man. You're rolling up 7s. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. All right. Let's go ahead and keep on going. Rankings it is. All right. Most prestigious feast in the land, level 6. We have Bridia. In the level 5 category, only 2 left. Sobek and Welwyn. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these house rankings. First up, we're going to take a look at the new houses. Revenant of Damned. Yep. Lugo has a new house called Revenant in the Damned Alliance. And that's with, I think, Lion-Guard as well. So, yep, keep an eye out for them. All right, now looking at the Fief race, there were only 5 houses out of all the houses that made it to level 7. Continental, Shockers, Gaia, Midway Kings, and Barbarians. These ones are doing their homework. Yep. In the house level 6 categories, we're the ones that half-ass our homework a little bit. Vanguard, Dauntless, Goshkia, Immortal QC, Homegrown, Lawless, Odin, Eye Kingdom, Chosen Ones, Vigilantes, Undying Wolves, Stack 3, Here, Monarch, I-Team, Mortality, Thoys, Notoriety Club, Savages, Durandon, Muramasa, Initiative, Saphira, and Speak. In the house level 5 categories, Compensation, Black Templars, Partisans, Khan, Death Guard, Atlas, and Soda. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the population changes. Tonight, I did see, I think, 7 houses had a whole 100 people in it. Pretty impressive. Stack 3 with 9, Mortality with 5, Undying Wolves with 5. Population declines, we saw Noble lose 16, Monarch lost 8, Atlas lost 7, Soda lost 6, and Death Guard lost 5. Looking at the gains and losses of the night, Eye Kingdom gained 3, Lawless with 3, Barrack Knights with 3, Homegrown with 2, Immortal QC with 2, Chosen Ones with 2, Gaia with 2, Partisans with 2, Atlas with 2, and I-Team with 2. Biggest losses of the night, Initiative lost 10, Muramasa lost 7, Stack 3 lost 6, Black Templars lost 4, Barbarians lost 3, Vanguard lost 2, Compensation lost 1, Soda lost 1, Durandon lost 1, and Saphira lost 1. Looking at our top 10 houses, we have Vanguard up top of Deuce Volt with 3,850 prestige. Level is 6, Tong Tong Zalige, population is 100. Seasonal claim of 12,585, renown of 1,000. Property value of 190 triumphs. In second place, we have Dauntless of Deuce Volt with 3,750 prestige. Level is 6, Tanavasa Zalige, population is 93. Seasonal claim of 12,330. Renown of 1,050, property value of 175 triumphs. In third place, we have Compensation of Vassator with 3,510 prestige. Level is 5, Monarchs is a liege, population is 39. Seasonal claim of 15,330. Renown of 650, property value of 125 triumphs. In fourth place, we have Continental of Deliverance with 3,150 prestige. Level is 7, Giotto's a liege, population is 99. Seasonal claim of 16,570. Renown of -1 or 250. And then property value of 125 triumphs. In fifth place, we have Goshkia of Hibernia with 2,795 prestige. Level is 6, Fogmatos a liege, population is 100. Seasonal acclaim of 9,035. Renown is 585. Property value is 115 triumphs. Next up in sixth place, we have Immortal QC of Vassator with 2,535 prestige. Level is 6, Diablo Kills Solige. Population is 99. Seasonal claim of 6,240. Renown of 0. Property value of 95 triumphs. Next up in 7th place is Gaia of Deliverance with 1,950 prestige. Level is 7. AMP Blackwings Liege. Population is 100. Seasonal claim of 4,650. Renown of -300. Property value of 95 triumphs. Next up in 8th place, we have Shockers of Inglorious with 1,950 prestige. Level is 7. Yada's the Liege. Population is 100. Seasonal claim of 12,585. Renown of 240. Property value of 100 triumphs. In 9th place, we have Homegrown of Maelstrom with 1,905 prestige. Level is 6. Yorleaf the Liege. Population is 98. Seasonal claim of 5,785. Renown of -150. Property value of 65 triumphs. And then bringing up that 10th place slot, we have Lawless with 1,755 prestige. Level is 6. Sun Tzu is the Liege. Population is 99. Seasonal claim of 6,090. Renown of 195 and property value of 60 triumphs. Cruising on over to the top 30 board. There we go. That's where you stack up against the competition. Have a quick peek, see where you're at. Alright, next up we're going to go over to Historical Acclaim. There we are. Got some movement going on here. Look at that number 4, the number 5, number 6, number 9, all converging. Looking over to the next column over, you have number 17, Gashkia, Monarch, Vigilantes, Midway Kings, all moving up this board this time. I think that we're going to probably see another 2 join the top 10 this season. Possibly more, possibly. It's getting really close here. So we'll see. All right, looking at the top builders, Dauntless is just owning it with 1,050. Vanguard with 1,000. Compensation 650. Gashki with 585. Midway Kings 585. Mortality 585. Shockers with 240. Lawless 195. Vigilantes 195. And Noble with 195. Looking at the casualty report, Midway Kings with an S disappeared. They're still out there somewhere, but we haven't seen them take property in the past couple of weeks. Vancouver also seems to have disappeared. We might see them again before the end of the season. Don't know. They kind of disappear and reappear. All right, looking at the Alliance rankings. Rest in pepperoni, I certainly will. All right, Black Templars, 1,755. Lawless with 1,755. Midway Kings with 1,500. Varric Knights, 1,170. Noble, 975. Mortality, 600. Savages, 390. And The Fallen with 390. Now, I have to say, I full-heartedly expect Midway Kings to be in an alliance next week. There's no way that they don't join an alliance. And Varric Knights dropping their other alliance, I'm pretty sure they've got their eyes on an alliance, so I suspect they'll be in one. I wouldn't doubt if Lawless is in one next week. Black Templar should be in one by the end of the week. Mortality, I'm still waiting to see where they end up, but I'm pretty sure they have their eyes somewhere. All right, let's look at those alliance changes. We saw Black Templars drop Deuce Vault, so being they dropped it now, they will be able to rejoin an alliance this time next week. And then Compensation joined Vastator. All right, Alliance Movers and Shakers. We have the Three Kingdoms gaining 7, Maelstrom with 6, Ebony Ivory with 3, Khan with 2, Deliverance with 2, Animal Kingdom with 2, Damned with 1, and Vastator with 1. Biggest losses: Shadowfall Legion lost 16, Pendragon lost 2, Deuce Vault lost 1, No Evil lost 1, and Woodcutters Unions lost 1. Looking at the top 10 alliances, Deuce Vault currently leads the pack with 7,600 prestige. Seasonal claim with 24,915, renown of 2,050, property value of 365 triumphs. Population is 193. Vanguard is elite with Dauntless at their side. Next up in second place, we have Hibernia with 6,240 prestige. Seasonal claim of 19,890, renown of 650. Property value of 250 triumphs. Population is 287. Gashki is the lead with Gashki Dove and Odin at their side. Next up in third place, we have Vastator with 6,045 prestige, seasonal claim of 21,570, renown of 650, property value of 220 triumphs, population is 138, Immortal QC is the lead with compensation at their side. Next up in fourth place, we have Deliverance with 5,100 prestige, seasonal claim of 21,220, renown of negative 550, property value of 220, population is 199, Gaia is the lead with Continental at their side. In fifth place, we have Maelstrom with 3,465 prestige, seasonal claim of 11,120, renown of negative 150, property value of 115 triumphs, population is 243. The Notoriety Club is the lead with Homegrown and Chosen Ones at their side. Next up in sixth place, we have the Three Kingdoms with 2,145. Seasonal claim of 6,180, renown of 150, property value of 90 triumphs, population is 231. iKingdom is the lead with iTeam and Atlas at their side. Next up in the seventh place slot, we have Inglorious with 1,950 prestige, seasonal claim of 15,435, renown of 240. Property value of 150 triumphs. Population is 193. Shockers is the lead with Durandon at their side. Next up, in that 8th place slot, we have Revenant with 1,755. Seasonal claim of 8,540. Renown of 195. Property value of 60 triumphs. Population is 257. Vigilantes is the lead with Death Guard and Soda at their side. In 9th place, we have Ebony Ivory with 1,560 prestige. Seasonal claim of 5,930. Renown of 0. Property value of 60 triumphs. Population is 158. Thorys is the lead with Partisans at their side. And lastly, in that 10th place slot, we have Animal Kingdom with 1,560 prestige. Seasonal claim of 5,460. Renown of 0, property value of 50 triumphs, population is 144. Undying Wolves is the lead with Birds of Prey and Sea Serpents at their side. That brings us round to our seasonal acclaim board. There you go. Deuce Volt leading the pack with 24,915. Vastator with 21,570. Deliverance with 21,220. Hibernia 19,890. Inglorious with 15,435, Shadowfall Legion 13,100, Maelstrom with 11,120, Revenant 8,540, Pendragon with 7,430, i3 Kingdoms with the 6,180, Ebony Ivory with 5,930, Animal Kingdom 5,460, No Evil 3,705, Khan with 845. Woodcutters Unions with 390, The Punishment with 195, and The Damned with 195. Next up, the Historical Acclaim. Look at this. This is becoming quite the little fascination here. There's been a lot of alliances folding right as they start getting to the top. So we're left with Revenant still cruising right along. They should pass the Lost Legion for that 5th place slot. Hibernia is not down and out yet. They are still holding on to that 4th spot pretty well. Ebony Ivory is just continuously pushing up this board. Same with No Evil. Vastator is going to be in a full-on acceleration now. Deliverance is also looking really good. They should be jumping up a couple placements at a time. Shadowfall Legion took one little setback today, but you don't know. They're not out of it yet. I suspect they're going to be bouncing right back and pushing forward. And Glorious is also going to be cruising right up this board with how they're performing lately. So we should see a lot of the top 25 start being the live houses. And some of these dead houses will start falling towards becoming a thing of the past. Something that people once were part of and they forgot all about. Alright, so, speaking of casualties, the round table, no longer around. Yakuza disappeared in the night. They could have come back. You never know. Never rule out those Yakuzas, man. They disappear for weeks at a time. Then out of nowhere, boom, there they are. So you don't know. All right, so that's about it. That's all we got today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I thank the power company for keeping my power on. It's been flickering all day. I was for sure I was going to be screwed tonight, but hey, we made it. So thank you all. I will see you all later. Have a good one.